Hi, I want to welcome you to PSYC295 Statistical Methods, the online version of the course. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the course and give you a little bit of an overview of the course site, what the course is all about. So the goal of this course is to prepare you to be a successful psychology major. And what you're going to learn in this course is the basics of inferential hypothesis testing, how to do the formulas. We'll do them by hand. And then the logic, concepts, notations, symbols associated with the formulas, and then also the inferential hypothesis testing process. Now, the psychology degree that the BSU Psych Department offers is a general psychology degree designed to prepare you to go to graduate courses or to apply with just a bachelor's degree within a work environment. But the emphasis within the BSU Psych Department is on experimental. So you're going to be called upon to demonstrate your knowledge of basic stats in most of the classes that you're going to be taking after this one, whether it's actually doing research or interpreting research after reading journal articles or something related. And then also the class following this one, Psych 321 Research Methods, the instructors who teach that course will expect you to arrive there with a basic grasp of inferential statistics. So it's important to plan for right now retaining as much of this material as you can so that you can apply it in your next class and subsequent classes after that. And then also to get a bachelor's in psychology, you'll have to take either psych measurement or advanced stats from me. I teach both of those classes. And so I will be looking for you to arrive in either of those two classes with a combined knowledge that you brought with you from both this class and also research methods. So each class is built upon by the subsequent classes. So it's important to keep that in mind as you're going through the semester. So this is if you're here, then you're looking at this particular website. And this page on the website. And I just want to point out to you the various links on the left-hand side. This announces the course, and of course, to hear this particular overview, you would have clicked on this link to the YouTube video. The next important link to click on is the Getting Started link, and that is the first week or Unit 1's worth of activities. And I would recommend that you take the time to work your way through each of these activities and familiarize yourself with the contents in each one of them. They all contain important information designed to get you comfortable with how the course is going to work, the supplementary websites and all the features of this course, and also to allow you to get to know your group members and your classmates and them to get to know you, because there is a little bit of group work associated with this class. Within the syllabus is a lengthy document, has a lot of important information, but about halfway through is the class schedule, and that lines out when all the activities are going to be due week by week for each of the chapters. And I would encourage you to print it out, tape it to your refrigerator, or keep it near your desk, just so that you don't lose sight of when the due dates are for the various activities as you go through the class. This is information about me. My office is located in the Education Building, 6th floor, room 626. That's my email address and my phone number. And then I will be looking to meet with you either online through the Blackboard Collaborate feature or in person at least once during the semester. I want us to have a face-to-face meeting, at least one of them, just so we can get to know each other and I can check and see how you're doing, what problems you may be having in the course, or any other issues you want to talk about. So another thing to touch on is the class is organized week by week. Each chapter in the book is covered within a week's time period. So this first week is the course overview, math review, other important information to help you get started, information about the supplementary Applia course site. Now, you should have gotten an email telling you what the required materials for the course are, and you either need to have a hard copy of the Gravetter book, plus a 1 semester-long Applia access code, or the Applia access code, which also comes with an electronic version, e-version of the textbook. Both of those are available at the bookstore, and the ebook version plus access code is about $20 less expensive. It runs about $95, but you'll have to have either one or the other. And for Applia, when you click on the Applia link for the first time, it will let you go in and do the activities for about 2 weeks, but then it will require you to enter in the access code that you purchased. So you have a little bit of a grace period early on, but you do have to pay for the materials at some point. So I encourage you to check out each of the units, and the Applia assignments or activities are calibrated to the way that this course is structured. So the last thing I want to talk to you a little bit about is how to be successful in the class. And again, read through all of the activity directions, read through the materials. Under each of the unit is a segment called exam preparation. And within there, you'll find a link to e-tutoring services that Boise State offers. And it does have a statistics section. So if you have questions that you just can't get answered in the book, you can ask one of the tutors online those questions. Or we also will have at least one teaching assistant assigned to support the course who's been through this course already. And I'll be making her information available to you, so you can contact her with your questions. You can contact me or the e-tutoring support services. But the key to be successful is in an online class is to not get behind. If you get behind in the material, it's really, really difficult to get caught up. So don't procrastinate. Print out that class schedule, keep it handy, and make sure that you are aware of the due dates. Leave yourself a lot of time to be able to get started on the activities, get them submitted by the due dates. And then also the group discussion activity, which is due by Saturday night at 11:30. You don't have to wait till the end of the week to get started on that. In fact, I encourage you to see what the week's question is, the week's problem is, and just start sharing your ideas with your group members. That's the most helpful, productive way to go about doing that particular activity. So don't procrastinate. Set aside time to be able to do it. That being said, the online format is just plain not for some people. You will find probably pretty quickly whether or not that's the case for you or not, and that's okay. If you're a self-motivated, focused, organized person who can stay on task and follow the due dates, you're going to sail right through this class. But if you're a person who's got a lot of irons in the fire and you're juggling many classes and demanding work schedule, it might be that the more successful route for you is to transfer over to one of the lecture versions of this class. I'm not teaching one this spring semester, but there are other instructors who are. So don't wait to try and make that decision. If you think this might not work for you, see if you can make a lateral transfer over into a lecture 295. And then also ask questions. Shoot me an email question, shoot the TA a question if you're having a hard time, but just don't let it simmer in the background. Ask it early on, sort out your problems, and just make the most of the learning activities that are offered. So with that, again, welcome to the course, and we'll be talking again soon.